Hey, what's up? My name is Al, and I am a game designer. At least I think I'm a game designer. I've made two games. They're both on the App Store and Google Play, but I don't know how to code. And BuildBox says I can make mobile games without even learning a single line of code. Now I know how to code. Like I know the basics of coding. I have these books. Check this out. Programming in Lua. I've read maybe half of this. I understand the basics functions, arrays, variables, all that stuff. But I can't just code and write it. I have another book. This is also talking about Lua in a framework called Corona SDK to help me make games. I've gone through this entire book. Okay, maybe that's not true, but at least half of it, and still don't know how to code. I have this other book, JavaScript, Head Start, Head First. It's supposed to be really good. Learning how to code. I'm literally like 60 pages into it, and it's not bad, but I don't want to learn to code. And I have this last big book. This is the ultimate history of video games. This is just a cool book and big and fat like these. But yeah, I don't want to code. I just want to make games. And BuildBox says that's possible. So create games. So can I create games without learning the code? Yes, I've created two games. They're both on the App Store. I found a developer on Upwork. He's cool. We work together. I think so. Last year I pushed out two games and spent somewhere around $3,000 to $4,000 doing that. That includes kind of just figuring it out. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to get the assets. I didn't know how to project manage my time. I've definitely gotten better at it, but you know, I want to make games, and if I want to make games, I have to go at a faster speed than two games a year. And if I just sit down and figure out BuildBox, learn it, kind of like I learned Photoshop, kind of like I learned Illustrator, then I think I can get to the place where I can just make games, shoot them out, have these ideas, and see if they work. Oh, that works. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. These all don't work. Whatever. Right now, it's a process. I'm trying to finish up my third game. I have this reoccurring bug that I don't know how to fix. My developer keeps trying to fix it. I have to talk to my other friends who know how to program and like, hey, can you loan me your time? And it's work. And I don't want to release a game that has an obvious bug in it. So yeah, BuildBox looks cool. Uh, BuildBox looks cool, simple, minimalistic games. That's what I want. That I think has so much opportunity. Like even though it looks so simple, I think there's a depth in there, and that's what I want to explore. I want to use my mind and see what I can find and play with. And if I just sit down and read. I printed out the BuildBox manual. It's like 100 pages. Use a lot of ink for that. And look at the tutorials, follow them, and then maybe I can figure it out. So $99 a month. Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm definitely going to figure it out. I think it is worth it. It sounds like it's worth it. It's worth as much as you put into it. And you know that like I spend enough on alcohol and other stuff to like yeah, if I can save $99 and focus on learning this, then that would be great. Ooh, let's get the X-Men photo up in there. All right, let's take one. Hey, my name is Al. I am a game designer, developer. Um, at least I want to be. I've published two games last year. I spent about $3,000 to $4,000 doing that. I don't know if that's a lot or not a lot. I don't know how to code. I tried learning to code. I watched a lot of videos, did Code Academy. I got these books. There's this book on Lua. Read maybe half of this book, totally understand variables, arrays, functions, just simple things like that. But I can't just write code. I can't do that. Here's another book. This one's focused for Corona SDK, which uses the code Lua, which is for the other book, and goes through guides on how to program and make simple games. And I could definitely follow the tutorials and I could do that. But then when it came to just like creating and writing the code, just hit a block. And then, just to add on top of this, we got Head First for JavaScript. This book is actually not a bad read, but I'm 60 pages into it and I've done a bunch of this, and I just want to make games. I want to make games, cool, simple, minimalistic games, and if there's a way to do that without coding, then sign me up, because right now it's a lot of work to work with a developer, and the dude I work with is amazing and it's great, but sometimes things just slag and I have to wait for him, and it's a lot of work. Then here's the last book. This is actually a really cool book called The Ultimate History of Video Games. This is just a fun read, but it's, as you can see, these are big books, and I figure if I just take the time, figure out BuildBox, then that could work for me. Yeah. So yeah, that's BuildBox. BuildBox. I say challenge accepted, and let's see how this works.